had an idea about making some video blogs about music. Music is one of my passions. I shudder to think what life would be like without it. So I just want to share some music with you that I like and that is powerful to me, and you know, hopefully you'll dig it. The first topic of discussion is Green Day. They're hugely popular all over the world, and for some people that's a problem. I'm going to recite a quote to you from Jello Biafra, who was the lead singer of the Dead Kennedys.
California, over others, California,
one of the most valid political punk rock bands of the 70s and 80s. He now does spoken word talks about politics and the government. Now keep in mind, this is a guy who's well respected in the punk rock community, and I just found this quote for the first time yesterday, but this is what I've thought about Green Day's popularity for a long time. Both of these examples that he gave, Green Day definitely did use their popularity and their money to get a bigger message out there. And I think a lot of people, even some of their fans, don't recognize that, and that's too bad, you know? Like, the hardcore punks can't look beyond the fact that they're on a major label, and, you know, some of their younger fans can't look past the fact that they're cute. So, you know, this video is really for those people. I've been a fan of Green Day since I was in high school, and I'm 32, so it's been a long time. Pretty much since they came out, I've been listening to them. And when they first came out, you know, their songs were kind of, you know, like sappy love songs and, you know, teenage angst, but, you know, like not like hardcore teenage angst. You know, as time went on, I almost felt like I was growing up with them. They're not that much older than I am. So, you know, for me, like, the songs that were coming out as they came out, I could identify with them. And the first time I heard American Idiot, you know, I liked some of the songs, but a lot of it I was like, oh, this is too rock opera for me, you know? But as time went on, I listened to the album more. I realized that, I guess as a writer and a thoughtful human being, you know, Billie Joe Armstrong is very much on the same wavelength as I am about what's going on in the world, and that made me respect them even more. You know, I think that what they're doing is very important. They're not just a rock band. They're getting a message out there that needs to be heard. Some people get it and some people don't, and for the people who really love Green Day, if you haven't really paid attention to their lyrics and really given it some thought, learn something from it, give it a shot, because they're not just cute little boy toys up on the stage for you to fantasize about. You know, they're real people with real lives and real concerns about the world. That's wonderful. That's very powerful. Music doesn't necessarily have to be political to be good, but I think that when there's a positive message there, you know, they're expressing angst about what's going on. And that is a positive thing. You know, they're expressing themselves, and they're expressing themselves the way a lot of people wish that they could. And they have that opportunity because they are in the spotlight. A band like the Dead Kennedys, they were pretty well underground. That's okay, because that's, you know, the culture that they come from, you know. Punk rock was an underground thing. Because it was underground, their message only got so far. Now, of course, you know, their music is still around and it's there for people to listen to, and I highly suggest it. A lot of the things that Jello was talking about in lyrics for Dead Kennedy songs, you know, a lot of it was about 80s politics, but all that stuff still holds true today. If you're a fan of Green Day and you've never heard the Dead Kennedys, run right out right now and buy one of their albums, or download it, or listen to it streaming online, whatever you gotta do. Go read some of their lyrics, do what you gotta do, and check it out. That's a major part of punk rock history. Punk didn't begin when Green Day got popular, and a lot of people seem to think that. And a lot of people seem to think too that, you know, Green Day is the best because they're so popular. You know what? They're a great band. They're musically proficient. They sound really good. They've been constantly pushing themselves to grow as artists. And I've got nothing but respect for those guys, you know. I don't like major labels any more than anybody else in the punk community does. But, like Jello said, you know, if they take that opportunity and use it to get a message across, you know, and they did. The Offspring really didn't, but the Green Day definitely did. And, you know, I would like for anybody that considers themselves a fan of Green Day, or anybody who has dismissed them as sellouts, to really think about these things. Because I think that what they're doing is important, and they're contributing to helping society. I think that what they have to say is very valid, and I love them for it. I think that they're fantastic. And yes, they're cute and they're funny and all that stuff too, but the thing that's most important to me is that they're real people and they're not just rock stars. Their music really makes me feel something. You know, I get fired up when I listen to Green Day, you know. They make me want to do something. That's why I've got nothing but respect for Green Day. I could care less that they're on a major label. You know, I think it's great that they're on a major label because that means that their message is getting to that many more people. So, take it from me, take it from Jello Biafra. You can talk shit about Green Day all you like, but don't do that unless you know all the facts. I mean, I don't listen to the radio or watch MTV, so all of that oversaturation doesn't really affect me. And you shouldn't let it affect you either. In fact, you should turn off your radio and turn off your TV and, you know, do your research. That's what the internet is for, you know. The internet is oversaturated with a lot of bullshit too, but it's an amazing learning tool, and you should use it as such. It bothers me to see people jumping to conclusions about a band like Green Day. You know, oh, they sold out, oh, they're this, oh, they're that, but you don't really know anything about them. You never bother to listen to them. You just dismiss them because they signed on to a major label. So, that's pretty ignorant. So yeah, there's my little rant about Green Day. I hope that you like it, and I hope that you learned something new, and if you haven't heard them before, I hope that you'll go and check them or one of their other side bands out because they're all excellent. Peace.